Namaste. Hi, I'm Dr. Susan Curtis. I welcome all of you to another episode of Corporate NPD series. Before we entering into any different areas of this corporate NPD or in-depth understanding of corporate NPD, we need to understand the organization, how the organization accommodate these kind of narcissistic people and the victims and those flying monkeys and agents and all those kind of various politics. There are good politics and there are bad politics, dirty politics even. So we need to understand all these elements to understand the organization. So the first and foremost, let's get into the detailing of an organization and then getting into a narcissistic organization and narcissistic leaders, victims, and various different aspects. But today, we are looking into an organization to understand in a common man's, kind of intelligence or in a very simple form, what is an organization? Organization is an entity. It can be legal. It is legal. It's a legally formed entity where people, tools, techniques, systems, machineries, and law, everything comes together, work as a whole to achieve the common goal or common aim of this particular entity. So when it comes to people and organization, and we can say an organization is a group of people with different talents, skills, abilities, intellectual capabilities, experiences, and everything. They come together as come together in one team or many teams. They coordinate each other, have an interpersonal, interdepartment relationships, and they also work together in coordination to achieve the organization's vision. So this is how an organization works. And when you are entering into an organization, an employee, you have a different experiences in the beginning to the end, how it flows. Let's understand. From that understanding, we can go to how a narcissistic organization work and how a narcissistic leader and colleagues and all those kind of system works. Even you can have narcissistic clients, and most of the people say that most of the clients are having some narcissist traits, and you know that narcissism is a very good quality. And if you want it to be successful, you need to have the quality of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and a bit of psychopathy. If you don't have it, and your success journey is going to be in trouble. Because you know that you have different types of people around you. Some are good, some are not that good. So you need to deal with everyone when you are on the path of your success journey. So today, let's understand how the organizational journey looks like for a person who's entering into the organization. So for anybody, maybe for a newcomer, it is something different. A person who is changing the jobs and entering into a new organization, when you look at the organization, you will have an informed optimism. Informed optimism is you got all the information. Now it is very, very, very easy to get an information about anything. Like if you wanted to know about a person, if you wanted to know the gift giving is one thing that I say you need to be very careful about. The moment you gift something to someone, the person entering into the Google and search, what is this gift is all about and how much it cost? So you cannot just fool people by giving something like that. You need to be very careful when you are gifting someone something, and they definitely Google it and see that what it is and what's the price of it, everything, they get it. So today, in this episode, we are discussing how a person is entering the organization and various feelings and thought process and the emotional high and low happening in a person's life during maybe a year's journey. So in the beginning, when the person is entering into the organization and before the interview and everything, the person Google it or entering into their website, their Instagram and all those kind of things and understand what the organization is. And they are touched by the overwhelming information there and so juicy information, so nice information, everything this organization offers. Oh, it matches with my skills, my dreams to achieve my own personal goals together with the professional goals and together with the organization goals, it blends very well. You feel so much of optimistic about, like entering into this organizations. You work really, well to get into this interview and get into the organization. And in that informed optimism, you enter into the organization. You get the second stage, you get a very good honeymoon period. During the honeymoon period, what happens is that the person who interviewed you, the department head, everybody is very new to you, and they're so excited to see your knowledge, your experiences and everything. They started to talk, introducing you to the team, and everyone like you are such a special person. They're very happy to have you in the organization, and everybody just gives the support and everything. Everybody comes and congratulate you, welcome you to the team, and you feel the first couple of weeks are really exciting and bit of a fear too, that like you have that butterflies in the stomach to understand the process, the system and everything, and the people, the team, and also your struggle to exist in that group and grow and develop and mature is very high. So you feel that pain within, and that kind of an anxiety, which is a very good anxiety. Performance anxiety in the right form is really good to achieve your set goals and results. So your honeymoon period, and everybody wait for your results, and you are just like everybody encourages you, supports you, give you that kind of like place in the organization, and everybody is looking for your result. And then you started to see that slowly this honeymoon period fades away, and then you started to get the experience with the organization, with the people, with the system, with the, kind of internal HR strategies and everything you come to know. And then you started to have some learned pessimism through your experience. You're feeling it, you're seeing it, your five senses are giving you the information that's not that great about this organization. And it's not like that the informed optimism you have in the beginning, that so many people informed you about it, but now you learned it, there is some pessimism, and not that bad, but not that great too. So you just see that. And some narcissistic organization, it is something really different altogether. It is completely different, which we will discuss in another episode. And then what happens is you enter into this organization, and then you started to work. Now you can't detach from this organization, but you need to see how you can fit in and develop and grow and mature. So when you started to do that, the stage 4 happens. So you have a stage 1, which is the informed optimism. The second one is the honeymoon experience, and the third one is the learned pessimism, and the fourth one is the hopeful realism. You are very hopeful about certain aspects of your professional expertise, and the organization require that professional expertise, and the path you slowly see which path I can take, and how the progression and the career ladder happens, and everything you just see. And to reach the stage, this hopeful realism, you need to have a kind of confrontation, a conflict between the informed optimism and the learned pessimism. This will have a conversation. It's a conflict happening, and then you get into a hopeful realism. This is the reality, and then I need to deal with it. I need to work on this way, and then move ahead in this organization. And then happen the fifth stage. The stage 5 is the informed. Again, it's the optimism that is learned optimism, and where you start to have the reality-based life. Like it's a hopeful realism. You enter into the learned optimism. Before it was a learned pessimism, and now it is a learned optimism. So informed optimism to the learned optimism is the growth that you're having in an organization. And the learned optimism, what happens is that you start to form strategies, plans in the organization for you and for the organization to benefit, and having the empathetic relationship between you and the organization. You start to build your plans and strategies, and your career path is well defined in that organization. And if you think that in the learned optimism, you think that it is not like the informed optimism. The beginning I was informed, and now I learned, and the learned is not that great. Your strategy may be detaching from the organization. So you may see what is possible in that organization for your growth as well as the organization. So that the empathy that needs to work in an effective way, and you put the strategies and your plans and everything, and you start to grow in the organization, you know where the glass ceiling can come, and you won't be able to move ahead, and you will have your departing strategy, and like you will be completely moving away from it. And I can recollect how my journey was in the organization. I was just thinking and recollecting it. So then you you will be detaching at a particular stage, and I did that. I clearly did that. And then you detach from that corporate life or that organizations to have something different, to grow and mature, and to grow, develop, and mature as a professional person you are, and the individual who you are. And this is how the organization life happens to everyone, to you, to me, and everyone. And but this is what happens when a business or organization psychologist is with you to help you to understand this journey and help you to grow in your professional life and your corporate life. And now we understood what is the organization life and the stages happens when you are joining an organization, how you need to understand it and take it, and plan your strategies. And we will see you in the next episode, where you will understand what a NPD organization looks like, so all the stages, and how you can recognize them. Until then, live your life with peace, happiness, and progress.